I've been trading for around 14 years. I've mentored hundreds and hundreds of traders, and I've compiled the 10 best trading tips that will help you in your journey to make the next step. So let's get into it. And tip number 1, master one setup. And I can't stress this enough. Many amateur traders, they want to trade everything. They want to trade all the time. But what I have seen is going to help traders make the biggest impact and the biggest progress is master one setup at a time. Really become the setup specialist. Know everything there is about your setup and treat it as a business. If you want to run a business, you want to sell a service or a product, you need to know everything there is. For example, let's assume you want to sell ice cream. You need to know everything there is about ice cream. What is the best milk? How do you process it? The temperature? How long do you need to mix it? What are the best ingredients? And so on and so forth. And the same is true in trading. You need to really know everything there is about a setup. Don't only look at the textbook, but know everything there is about it. What can happen? What are the variations? How do you approach it? What are the different situations? When it occurs? How it occurs? And Linda Rushke said it so nicely. All you need is one pattern to make a living. Really take that at heart. Number 2, focus on your execution only. Many traders are always worried about what the market is going to do, what are the news going to be, what is your broker going to do, what is market manipulation. But what is really important is that you focus on yourself. You work on your mindset, on your emotions. You're not trying to blame anyone else. You're taking 100% responsibility and you're trying to make the best trading decisions that there are. Number 3, don't trade your P&L or don't trade your account. Many amateurs, they look at how much money did they lose in their last 2 or 3 trades, how much do they need to risk now to get back to break even, how much do you need to risk, how much do you need to trade to achieve a trading goal that you set for yourself. But this is not going to help you, and you cannot determine how much you can take out of the markets. You will never be able to trade profitably if all you do is trade your P&L, if all you want to do is get your losses back. And Marty Schwartz, one of my favorite traders, the best trading book in my opinion, Pitbull Champion Trader, he said, whenever you try to get all your losses back at once, you are most often doomed to fail. 100% agree. And if you can agree to that, leave a comment in the video description. Satisfy your need to excitement elsewhere is point number 4. And Moritz and I, we went to a Dr. Van Tharp seminar in London 2 years ago, and he said it as well, and it really stuck with me. Many traders look for trading as a way to satisfy their excitement need, and maybe you have a pretty not boring, but very monotonous life, and there's not a lot of room for excitement. You pretty much do the same thing every day in and out. And many traders and many people in general have a need for excitement. And if you don't satisfy it somewhere else in your life, with a hobby, with a sport, with whatever you do, then it often is being funneled into your trading. And obviously, this is not the right way to approach your trading. You should trade to win. You should trade to make money. And you should have a pretty boring trading routine where you pretty much every day do the same thing. But if you get excited or if you look for excitement in your trading, you will do reckless things. You will risk too much. You will take bad trades. And obviously, this is going to be a big problem. Tip number 5, fear comes from high risk. And many traders, when I talk to them about what are they struggling with, what are emotionals that they have problems with, they often come back and say fear. They're always worried, they're always feared about their trades. And when you dig deeper, you will see that those traders are taking huge amounts of risk. They're trying to double their account week after week, month after month. And then obviously you have to trade a lot. And the trades that you're taking are just so big and way too big for your account. And if you want to reduce fear, then you need to reduce your risk. And this goes hand in hand. Tip number 6, do more work away from the charts. And Jack Schwager, who's the author of the famous Market Wizard book series, he said, the hard work in trading comes in the preparation. The actual process of trading, however, should be effortless. And this is just such a nice quote. And I see it in my trading and with the traders that I am mentoring, especially the traders that have been with us for 6, 12, 18 months. You will see that they have a huge mindset shift. And they are the ones who come prepared. They are the ones who put in time in their watch list. They prepare their charts. They prepare their trading plans. And once the trading is over, they go to your journal, they enter their trades, and they spend way more time preparing and doing the post analysis than actually executing your trades. And being in front of the charts. And I think this is a good way to judge your trading, maybe more for the swing traders, because as a swing trader, you should definitely spend way less time in front of actual charts and more on the preparation and the post-processing. Tip number 7, analyze winners and repeat. And Steve Clark said it so nicely, do more of what works and less of what doesn't. But how do you do that? How do you do more of what works? And how do you repeat success? And the only way to do that is by actually going into your past trades and analyzing them. You need to have a way of record keeping, and there's no way around that. Ask yourself, how do you imagine a good business to be run? How do you imagine what a good business does? Is a good business a business where there are no records kept, where the owner doesn't know anything about how much he spent, how much he earned, what are the best sellers, what are the worst sellers, how much he's spending in taxes, what are the costs, where is the profits, what is the profit margin, when is he selling the most, in a year, in a week, in a day? Or do you think a businessman is really on top of all of that? What do you think? And you need to apply some common sense to your trading. And if you don't know your numbers, if you don't have a way of actually writing down and analyzing what you did in the past, there's no way that you can actually become a long-term profitable trader. And of course, Tradeciety, we also created Edgewonk. So if you're looking for a trading journal that is probably as good as it gets in today's trading world, edgewonk.com. There's also a link in the video description. Point number 8, trade less, earn more. And when a new trader comes to our mentoring program, very often what we need to do is really make them understand that this is a true connection. Trade less, earn more. Amateur traders trade all the time. They need to trade. They feel they have a need to be in the market all the time. And we just had a discussion yesterday actually with one of our traders. And this trader has been with us for 6-8 months maybe. And he realized that he trades too much. He knows the rules. He knows the system. He knows how to find the good trades. And he takes the good trades. But the problem is that he doesn't know how to sit on the hands between the good trades. And the money he loses on the trades that he know he shouldn't be in is often not enough to cover the costs or cover the wins that he is making with the good trades. So everyone can trade the good trades. Everyone can trade the easy, the obvious ones. But where it really is the difference between the pros and the amateurs is that the pros know how to sit out. The pros know that it's important to really wait for everything to align before you get into a trade. If then trade planning, if then this is how you should approach all of your trades. If this happens, then you do that. And not only for trades, but also about trade management, about scaling in, scaling out, cutting a trade. What is really helpful is that you have a lot of those if-then trading plans ready. So, and you need to have that for every situation. If the market goes to a specific price level, then I do this. If the market after my entry moves 50% towards my target, I do this with my stop loss. And this is going to help you remove a lot of uncertainty. It's going to help you add a lot of consistency as well into your trading, and try to come up with if-then situations for your trading. And if you don't know where to start, just pay attention to when you're actually trading. And if you come across a situation where you don't really fully know what to do and how to react, write it down. Always have a piece of paper and a notebook ready. And whenever you come across a situation, write it down. What is the situation where you felt not confident, where you weren't sure what to do? And then later, once you have finished your trading day, once you're done, come back to this and review it and come up with a trading plan, come up with an idea. If news come around and I have an open position, what are the options? What can I do? And then do that. And point number 10, exit plans before entries. Bruce Kovner said it, I know where I'm getting out before I get in. And this is so important. When you are in a trade, often we lose all the objectivity, we get emotional, we get attached to the trade, attached to the money, and then we cannot really trade without emotions. But if you have done an exit plan before you have entered the trade, you will be more likely to actually make your trading decisions. So know exactly when to get out, where to get out, what has to happen that triggers an exit, an early exit, and then you can get to your entry, and then you can really just follow the plan. One of the best tips that you can follow. And that's it, 10 trading tips for better trading. Let me know in the comments which you found the most interesting. Which one is the one that you have already applied? What are you struggling with? Let me know. I really look forward to hearing and reading from you.